Hello and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black, and I want to share with you all a certain creation of mine. I've recently activated a short-lived premium account voucher in Survarium, and part of what comes with that is a third loadout slot, which I've used to experiment with various loadouts that I've yet to really test, and it occurred to me mid-match a moment ago that I could create VAULTSEC, Vault Security. Very, very close, I think, to representing the Vault Security armor from the Fallout series, and since everyone is talking about it lately, I figured I'd enjoy a little silliness and attempt to create this loadout. And I'm actually very pleased with the way it's come out, because not only is it a viable loadout in terms of gear protection, not so much isolation, it's also fairly representative, I think, somewhat thematically, of the usual player character loadouts, at least early game, in a Fallout game, as I'm using as close as I can to the sorts of weaponry available to Fallout characters: an AKM, the Chinese assault rifle, damn Chinese knockoffs, a TOZ-66 sawn-off shotgun, which I know is a weapon available in those games, and I'm also quite pleased with the fact that I have all these equipment slots for items. I can carry grenades, traps, bandages, mines, and it's just like the collection of stuff that everyone accrues and never uses all of, except in hardcore playthroughs, in Fallout games. I'm very, very pleased with this, and so I decided I'd record a quick little episode and simply enjoy myself with this loadout. And if I'm a little off in terms of what I reference in the commentary of this video, it's because I'm actually recording this prior to the video you likely saw prior to this one. It's alright, there's a method to my madness. Sometimes. And how very fitting a map. Vector Laboratory. I like to think of it as a vault-tec lab. I am the only survivor of Vault 117. I have no idea what awaits me on the surface. Only that there are many of us here. I have not an idea where we came from. I think this is the part where I suddenly shield my eyes at the sun, which I've never seen. And alright, let's actually kick on the action. Where are my VATs? I actually thought of using the chemical protection gloves as a alternate to the reinforced leather gloves, as those actually have a little computer unit in a sleeve on the left arm, just like a Pip-Boy! Only they're green, and I can't recolor them, so I decided against it. Oh no. Damn raiders! It's why I have no VATs. That's what's going on here. Nope! Nope. Whoa, 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 whoa! Hi down there! Ah! Alright. AK-74M. I have yet to unlock that weapon. I would like that weapon. Alright. And you know, as I recently realized, as I was writing up the outline for a mod spotlight, it was never clarified at any time in any game the state of Russia, of the Soviet Union, in the Fallout timeline, ever, at all. A couple of characters reference it. I think one of the character stories in Fallout 2 referenced Russia, vaguely. And of course, Dukov in 3 is from Russia. And there are a couple of other non-American characters, the likes of Moriarty, who's of course Irish. And so it just stands to reason that this might, perhaps, end up a certain analog to the state of Eastern Europe. I like to kind of think so, at least. Because clearly, this set in and around not only Russia, however, I think also Ukraine, is not strictly Russian. Hi there! Sup? Muzzle jump! Obey me! Have a granato! Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. No! Okay, alright. I thought that was a friendly in the room I just threw the grenade into. That feel when Ah, you throw a grenade and watch ally walk toward it. Nice. Nice shot. Creepy, creepy eyes. Alright. There are ghouls in here. I'm sorry, this is just an aggressively Fallout-themed episode of a non-Fallout game. I'm not hype. You're hype. What are you talking about? I didn't shed man tears. No, that was you. It probably was you, wasn't it? It's okay. I won't judge. Okay. Oh, thank God that was a smoke grenade! I'd have lost my legs. Alright. No one has tripped my trappy trap. I've injured you. I've injured you very severely. Ah, nice. Alright. I need to make more clever use of my mines, which are yet another of the new items added in with the recent updates. Mines, claymores, I think another type of grenade. I'm not certain exactly what its designation is. However, I've noticed there are some round grenades now added. Okay. And I'm also kind of liking the idea of relaxing. Ha! That guy fell over. He died in an anomaly. No, that's an SVD. That's an SVD! Ow! Anyway, I'm liking the idea of kind of relaxing this series, unless I'm covering, like, critical updates to the game, and conducting more experimental, relaxed episodes the likes of this, where I test certain loadouts, I test new weapons as I gain access to them, which I recently have, and despite the fact that faction progression has slowed to a crawl, I have recently increased my rank in a couple of factions, actually, and so I've gained access to some gear I never had previously, such as the SOCOM 16, which I've very much anticipated and have yet to test. You can see I have it in that loadout there, and that's in preparation for another episode to record to test it. And so I kind of want to hear some feedback in terms of what you all want to see. I've received a couple of requests already to test certain items. However, each of the requests along those lines I've received have been for very high tier items, and so I lack the access to them. I cannot test things like the 416 or the VAL, as it'll probably take me another several dozen hours or some very, very lucky drops to acquire those. Also, I'm not sure whether I will have mentioned, again, weird timing shenanigans with this episode, the fact that I've only just realized, I'm not sure exactly which update implemented this, one no longer needs to concern oneself over the unlocking of ammunition. Ow, ow! It used to end up that one might receive a weapon as a drop, and yet not have the ability to use it, as one had not yet unlocked the ammunition for it. Now, however, it appears that if one receives a weapon, one is at least able to use its default ammunition. No special types, like armor piercing or anything. However, you can at least use that weapon to test it out. And I'm very much a fan of that, as it was kind of frustrating to have received, in the recording of my very first episode, a UMP-45, and then never used it. I've still never used it, because I only just realized the ammunition scenario very recently. And so the UMP-45 is yet another weapon that, if anyone is interested in, I may conduct an episode to test. So, all of that is to say that I know I can only comment critically so much upon any given game. And, I still like Survarium enough, especially with the recent update. I was starting to actually get concerned for Survarium in the direction it was heading and the stability of it, and yet this recent update has addressed so very many of my concerns that it has restored hope. Praise Monolith! Or at least, with the current Solstice Days event, praise the sun! For Survarium still retains some hope in this wasteland. Oh god, I watched that happen. That did not go well for you, sir. Nor did that go well for me. Alright. Nice shot. You guys are a little close. Alright then. So, I'm sure at this stage everyone is well aware of my criticisms of the kill cam. However, to simply restate it in very short, I'm not a fan of the fact that a somewhat more methodical shooter like this is utilizing a kill cam when it's not the sort of fast-paced twitch fest that would actually receive any like additional tightness from it. It actually kind of frustrates one. As it kind of neuters tactical positioning. Alrighty. So let us see. How is the match faring? I think we are a little ahead. This is good. And perhaps, VAULTSEC, they outsourced a couple of their units. Because I think, given that, let's do a little speculative creativity here. Given that the divergent point in the Fallout timeline is in the real-world 1950s, at that stage, the United States and Russia, while still very much mired in the Cold War, were technically still allies post-World War II. And given some of the information in... Oh, nice. I am very proud of that shot. The character information in Fallout 2, it seems as though the US is at least cordial enough with Russia to have sent an ambassador, or whomever it was in that character's background, an official from Russia to the US, and I think it was implied that they had an embassy as well. So that could mean that VAULTSEC is in fact a trade partner, to a degree, limited, though I would suspect it might be, with Russia, and that I might have just emerged from one of the few Russian vaults into the madness of the Survarium wasteland. No wonder Dukov left. Alright. I'm not sure of what proximity that requires, so I'm gonna go around my own mine. I'm kinda nervous. I think one has to step right on it. I'm kinda nervous to test that theory, though. Oh, hi! How are you? Alright, let's drum it. Okay. Alright, for a second I thought I might have accidentally just stepped into my own trap. No, it was just... Nice shot with that Chinese sniper rifle, as so many mods like to call the SVD. Alright, let's see. A little cross-contamination of universes, I know. I have my fun. Let's see. No. This is actually a very close match. Oop. Did I get you? Yes! I got the lot of them. Okay. I think I'm going to advance. I'm always nervous in this hallway because there's no cover. No cover! Alright. Here we are. Hi. I saw you. I saw you. I know you're there. Alright, moving into this room is usually a death sentence because there's like no way out. And one is flankable from many sides. Alright. Are we loading? No! No, do not lose connection! I've only encountered that error a couple of times since the recent update. I used to encounter it every single match, so connection speeds are certainly optimized, and I am very, very thankful for that. As it was very annoying for my camera to constantly soar into the sky every so often in the previous version, and I am completely out of ammunition. Alright, let's Mad Max it up with a sawn-off. Road Warrior, shotgun. Yeah, melee to the neck, spine, all screwed. All right. Can I rush and still get at least one kill? There are only 3 of them remaining. I doubt it. Let's see. I'll attempt it either way. Anyone home? Anyone at all? I hear shots. There are still 3 of them. The chance is still alive. Someone must witness me! That's right, now we are a trifecta of post-apocalyptia. So shiny. So chrome. Only 2. Only 2 there are. How many references can I make in a single episode? Oop, no, you are friendly. I've also noticed that there's a slight animation error with the sawn-off. It looks as though sometimes I'm like firing it like that over the wrist, when in fact it's just that hand is actually glitching and sliding down too far. I very highly doubt that's intentional. However, I actually kind of like it. I think it looks kind of cool. It's kind of a stylish animation. I'm not sure whether there's any merit to holding that particular weapon in such a way. I just kind of like the way it looks. There's nothing wrong with that. Where is this last man hiding? Where is the last man standing? Or in this case, cowering? You must be in the underground. I think you are. I'll find you. And when I do, I will stalk you. No. I have a very particular set of skills, most of which involving the consumption of vodka. However, just enough of them make me a nightmare for stalkers like you. Or raiders like you, in this case. Come on! He is going to wait out the clock. There are 7 seconds remaining. I hear shots. Did someone find him? Or are they just shooting at the wall in frustration? Congrats! Salutations! You are a worthy opponent. You outwitted us at the very, very end. I mean, we still won. You lived through it, though. So that's something to be proud of. Alright, let's search Stalker's pants. Stalkers? No, medkit. Alright. At least it is a science medkit. I love that it's actually the same, almost exact icon and color as the scientific medkits from the Stalker games, actually, as a nice touch. So, I didn't do too terribly. And that, I think, is that. I've reached a new level as well. So, let's go with recoil dampening as I'm working my way up, so that I can reach Terminator and make yet another reference and carry 2 primaries, which is what that does. So, I've enjoyed this. I've had fun with this. So, like I said, I want to kind of relax the series a little bit until significant updates are released, and then, of course, critically cover those, and then likely kind of relax again for the remainder of even those episodes until there's something really significant to cover, like the addition of free play. Until then, I kind of want to just experiment and have a somewhat more like casual, relaxed sort of fun with Survarium from here on out. So like I said, if there are any requests you all want me to see, if you want me to test, if there are weapons that you want me to really try to unlock so that I can test them or run them alongside certain other types of equipment, let me know. Like I said, I've got a couple of ideas for a few more episodes. One, I've mentioned a couple of times, is kind of gimmicky, however, I'm going to have fun with it, and I hope you will too. And another, I want to test some new weapons, and I also want to try to make as high isolation a loadout as I can, so that I can test whether hiding in anomalies and fighting from anomalies rather than fighting around them is a viable strategy, and whether that's something that anyone might consider as a sort of asymmetric warfare tactic within Survarium. I'm not sure, but I want to test it. So, stick around for all of that here at Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black, and as always, I wish you all good gaming, and Godspeed. Oh, Jesus! Hi!